Hmm, very interesting. Oh, hey guys, how you doing? It is Angelo Bosch, and I was looking at my book today, and I was wondering, what are we gonna review today? Hmm, let's check this video out.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now. Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be. We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Angelo Bash. Yes, the review is going to be Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I am not going to tell you it right now. It'll be a little bit different than any review. I don't like to give spoilers in my review, but I'm just letting you guys know just before you guys watch it that this is a spoiler review because I've actually got the chance to watch it 3 times. So hopefully I'll be able to talk a little bit more about the film because that's what I want to do in this film, in this video. So Rey, the main question that we've been asking ourselves: who is Rey? Well, she's nobody. Or as it's been introduced in the film, there's no significant that's and I actually like that effect. I'm going to talk about the things I did not like about the film. The one thing that stands out more than anything else is the fact that Snoke, this big, tenacious character that has been developing and been plotting since they created the Snoke character for like a big event. So hoping to see what who Snoke is, explaining his backstory and all. But no, I was sadly disappointed, and the fact that I just don't get the fact that they build up this momentum of this big guy, and then yet they kill him off like this, like nothing. So another thing that we need to talk about is the fact that a lot of people are having a lot of issues about this, which I don't understand why there's a lot of issues. But Leia's, I would just say, her elegant way of saving herself in space about being blown up. Um, if you guys haven't noticed, she is the of daughter of Lord Vader, who also is Anakin, the most powerful Jedi Knight that's ever been unleashed in the Jedi Order during the time period before Revenge of the Sith. So for you to actually for Star Wars to finally actually put something in there that shows Leia Force sensitive and able to use the Force and anything like that. It's great. I love it. I wasn't expecting that, but in a way, I kind of expected it because from her father. She has her father's genes, so why not have the ability? And the thing is, what a lot of people don't get is that when you are force sensitive, there's a lot of beings that are force sensitive that they don't have to have the lightsaber to represent to be Jedi's. But when you're force sensitive, you're able to do a lot of crazy things. So for her to do the space battle, to be able to bring herself into the cruiser back alive and like kind of like slightly unconscious, it's a possibility. It's a possibility for a force user, especially having her father's genes. So sorry guys. Sorry if you guys don't like that or if you guys were like a little crazy about it. Um, I enjoyed it. I expected it. I didn't expect that to happen, but for it to see it, it basically shows you guys that not only has Rey been awakened, but every other character in this whole saga that we be introduced to actually awakens as well. The fact that they chose to actually use Leia's abilities now more than ever is a very pinnacle for this film because of the fact that this film storyline is hope. Like they're being the rebels are the last hope of the galaxy from the First Order, and because they are the only ones left of the Republic. So like this whole movie is just basically like they're trying their best to survive, and one way out of the other, they're just being every obstacle keeps on throwing in their face. And so um, for her to do all that stuff, I feel like that was needed in this film to show that there's still hope in the universe, still hope. Um, let's see, Finn and I forget the other character's story. They added as filler. I didn't really care much about it. Nothing to comment of it. It just gave a little bit more of a story development to it to Finn's character, I believe. Nothing bad about that. Um, the Technicolor and the color schemes in this film is so awesome. The fact that they use planes and as they're flying, they're showing red dye as the snow through the snow, which is really epic. And it's a very colorful scene, showing you that red is a symbol of usually red means like death or the dark side most of the time. But like these people are struggling to the point of their being extinct. So for them to use that color scheme for a rebel fleet is kind of awesome in a sense. Um, so let's see. Let's talk about Leia, Luke. Okay, let's look at the first fight. So Luke in this film is a very interesting fact that a lot of fan theories suggest that he was also turned to the dark side at this point. But you have to understand from his perspective that he failed. He failed as a Jedi Master of the New Order when Kylo Ren was taken in as an apprentice, and he failed Kylo. You get to know more about what exactly deals, and you determine whether his actions were appropriate or not. Um, and the fact that he didn't want to train a Rey is another influence of why his at least in his mind why the Jedi Order needs to end. And he's not wrong about that. Is that the ideals of the Jedi's were kind of forgot were being the ideals of Jedi's were being tucked away a little bit. Because the reason why he showed, if you see the poster right now, I'm about to show you right now, is that Luke is showing both dark and light side is because you have to know the dark side, and that was the problem with the original Jedi Order is that they lost sight of what the dark side was, who the dark side represents, and that's what Luke tries to convey to Rey as when she reaches the island and those little porgs. I love those little porgs. They're so awesome. It's amazing. But overall, this film I recommend this film to be watched. I feel like when you watch this film, it's amazing and awesome. From when the first original movies 4, 5, and 6 came out, the same. I feel like that's the same kind of feeling I'm getting. They're still continuing on. The fact that Leia does not die. Luke. Oh no, that's another thing too. Luke dies in this film, or it shows him like disappearing, moving on with the world at the end. Now there's a lot of theories that a lot of people are talking about. A lot of people are pissed about that too, and I want to exclaim, this is my theory on this. I felt, or I believe, that Luke has been dead for some time. At least either after the aftermath of the Jedi Order, his new order being destroyed by Kylo Ren, when he fell into the building by Kylo Ren. I felt like he lost hope and he lost his. I feel like he died a little bit. He died. The thing is that I felt like he was a spirit this whole time, and the fact that he does not do it. Reason why I believe he's fully spiritual is because when you are a spirit, or from what we believe in sci-fi and fantasy, is that most of the time spirits that have unfinished business don't die. I mean, they don't find peace, and so they're stuck in the world. They're held on by something, and I believe that the reason why Luke has hung on for this long is the fact that he is the lightsaber. His lightsaber that he had when he was in the original 4, 5, and 6. And I believe that this lightsaber is the only reason that's holding him down. And the thing is that he hasn't accepted the fact. Well, first he probably doesn't know that he's actually dead. Not till probably to the end of the movie where he finally feels inner peace. And the fact that Rey introduces that Rey is trying to bring the Jedi Order back. Because honestly, in order to bring stability, there's a lot of there's no stability going on in this film because of the fact that the First Order literally annihilated the Republic and the fleets, and so the only line of defense or at least hope to keep storing the peace is the rebels, and the fact that they're being hunted down, literally to the point of extinction. Brings it a little bit down in this film because like it's not like literally the whole time it's just like one after every plan that they try to do is just met with more obstacles, and it's literally everyone's dying in this film, especially a lot of your favorite characters in this film, but I feel that once Rey finally gets some sense into him and he started to actually think about it. And she wasn't wrong. And the fact that you see Yoda appears in this film is fucking amazing. So, of course, I'm going to love this film automatically because Yoda is one of my favorite Jedis of all time. I'm not going to tell you more about that. I want you guys to watch it. So, like I said earlier, I recommend anyone to watch this film. This film, it's very hard to rank. I would have to say overall storyline was amazing. Acting was incredible. The advanced technological factors in the films were really outstanding, and the Technicolor and the schemes are so amazing. So I have to give this 4 out of 4. It's a 4 out of 4. I hope you guys love watching this. I'm sorry for giving some spoilers if you guys have watched this right now. If you haven't seen it, sorry. I'm gonna put it in to make sure in the titles that it's a spoiler alert. So be safe. Bash is now signing off. So have a good night, guys, and be safe. And a Merry Christmas.